Hello, my good people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. My brothers and sisters, we said we want the end of insurgency in Nigeria. How will it end? When the Boko Haram, the terrorists, the bandits that are in government, even in the military, hear what one of our own is saying. He says, Senator Okurum reacts as some military personnel claimed they were forced to release captured terrorists. An elderly statesman and former Secretary General of the Afenifere, Senator Femi Okuromu, during an interview with The Sun, has advised Nigerians and the Tinubu's administration to pursue national legislation on the establishment of a state police if the APC is serious about fighting insecurity in the country. While speaking on the present state on security across the country, Okuromu stated that insecurity had become a growing source of concern for many Nigerians, including himself, and that he was deeply troubled by the country's security situation. He observed that the problem worsened during the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari and had continued to deteriorate since then. He added that it appeared as though members of the armed forces were even pampering the terrorists. Further talking, he said also many military officials have complained publicly that when they captured some of these terrorists, they received orders from above that they should set them free. And if they didn't comply, they would be sanctioned. So brilliant and patriotic soldiers who are risking their lives to fight this insurgency don't have the full backing of the government. He also stated that the government frequently announced the release of so-called repentant Boko Haram insurgents and often allowed them to join the army. According to him, when these individuals were integrated into the military, they acted as informants for their fellow terrorists, thereby endangering the lives of soldiers. He urged that this situation suggested government complicity in the activities of the terrorists. He urged Nigerians to be concerned, questioning whether there was a hidden agenda behind the insurgent attacks, and if so, what that agenda might be. My brothers and sisters, this is what we are saying. You see, some of our own are saying, hmm, on what, on whose instruction or order? Hmm, good. That's a comment like this is coming from someone like Femi Okurumu, orders from above, forcing soldiers to release captured terrorists and integrate them into the army later. Yet we pretend that we don't know what is happening to us. Natives of a Plateau and Benue and even Kaduna have at various times claimed that soldiers were among those attacking them. We can now see that could be elements of truth in these claims. Separation is the only solution. This marriage is not working and will never work as things goes like this. The separate means going to second civil war, and this will be too dangerous. It may not be so. It will be peaceful. Let's have state police financed by the states. Separation is the only solution. This marriage is not working and will never work, my brothers and sisters. On a related uh, issue, hear what Boala is saying. You see, the the former aide to uh, President President is it Atiku or Jonathan said it, and he's still saying it again. Yes, the former aide to Jonathan. Do you recall? Jonathan said he had a Boko Haram in his government and couldn't vouch for his cabinet, says Buala. Then Buala's special advisor to President Bola Tinubu has accused president's opponents of exploiting insecurity as a political weapon to undermine his administration, as stated in an interview with Jude. Bola claimed that the opposition is replicating a strategy used against former President Goodluck Jonathan in 2015, when insecurity, particularly Boko Haram's insurgency, was a key campaign issue that contributed to Jonathan's electoral defeat. Bola noted that Jonathan had admitted to having Boko Haram sympathizers within his government, revealing a lack of full trust in his cabinet. He suggested that Tinubu critics are leveraging similar tactics, amplifying security challenges to weaken his presidency ahead of the 2027 election. In Boala's words, now he came out of the waters. Then they switched to insecurity, and let me you why they are probably hoping that they will succeed there. In 2015, that template worked against Jonathan, the template by the crisis people. Do you recall Jonathan said he had Boko Haram in his government? Do you recall that Jonathan said he could not vouch for his cabinet because of the element of Boko Haram? Boala remarks come amid ongoing debates about Nigeria's security, with issues like banditry and terrorism persisting in various regions. His comments align with his defense of Tinubu's policies, framing opposition criticism as politically motivated rather than constructive. Boala's reference to Jonathan's experience underscores the historical precedent of security being a decisive electoral factor. You can watch and hear what the Nigerians have been saying. You see, my brothers and sisters, this is what we are saying. That you should be careful on what is going on in Nigeria now. Insecurity, hardship, sufferness everywhere. On these issues, my brothers and sisters, what do you see to it? In the comment section, you are free to say your opinion on all this. Subscribe to this channel, share, love, and like. God bless Nigeria. Thanks and God bless. Amen.